laugh at yourself. Why you living? Anyways. Hashtag live if you've watched the live. Hashtag replay if you're on replay. Welcome to the mind of Buff Gandhi. It's a scary place, let me tell you. There's a lot of scary things that happen up here. And if you could like sit up in here like on a hammock just chilling out with like a margarita or something or a pina colada, be entertainment. Grab your popcorn, get ready, strap your seatbelt on, and let's go for a ride. Woo! Anyways, so I want to kind of give you a little bit of insight of the way my mind works, okay? As it relates to a coaching process, because I really feel like that I can tie together this paradigm of fitness and the inner workings of our mind and be able to bridge the gap so that people can get the best result that they want from an external standpoint, but also simultaneously eliminate some of these things internally that are providing resistance to the problem as it relates to why we're not in the best shape of our life. Why are we 50 pounds overweight? Why are we unhappy with the way we look? Etc., etc., etc. That over the last 18 years has just continuously popping up. You know, the moment someone gets something that they truly, really desired, right? But the feelings of not being enough and being unhappy still exist. It always just boggled my mind, right? It would last for a little bit of time. Someone would lose 50 pounds, but yet still not be satisfied. And it's like, okay, well, we're all kind of taught, well, you should never be satisfied with anything. It's like, if you're not growing, you're dying, right? And there may be some level of truth to some of that, but the amount of pressure that it puts on us is like, woo, man, I can't walk around with this shit all day long. But also from the standpoint of, okay, well, if I'm reaching out here and I'm getting this and I'm getting that and I'm accomplishing all of my goals, but I'm still not happy, what the fuck, right? Or, worse than that, it's like I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to lose this weight, I'm trying to get my muscles the way I want them to be, but I keep sabotaging myself. I keep sabotaging the result. Whew, man. So, in my mind, I got to simplify things. So when I'm coaching people, I've had to like really scale it back and really make it simple for me. So from a standpoint of coaching, I can find something simple for the client. So it all revolves around resistance because we all have resistance to change. We don't like to change. It's an evolutionary standpoint from the brain wants to keep us safe at all times because a lot of times in our life we haven't felt safe. You know, if we go back to our childhood and there were moments in which you didn't feel safe, those things carry forward. I know you may roll your eyes at that, but that really does matter, you know. What we experience back here, if we don't find peace with, if we don't find forgiveness with, it pulls forward. And it manifests itself into our everyday life, current day, and our behaviors that we have exacerbate from these things that happen back here. So, this is all about resistance. And it's resistance to whatever the problem is, whatever the disorder is, no matter what it is. So, I will ask, not necessarily this bluntly, but in a roundabout way, the first time I meet someone is, you know, what are you struggling with? What is the challenge, right? So we can kind of get to at least a certain place of what is the obstacle, per se, that we're experiencing. That next question is going to be, well, what is the narrative that you have about it? So let's say the struggle is you're 50 pounds overweight, right? The narrative that you have in your mind is I can't lose weight. Not only can I not lose weight, I'm not good enough to lose weight. And not only am I not good enough to lose weight, I'm not good enough to be loved. I'm not good enough at my job. I'm not good enough at raising my kids. I'm not good enough at this, and this. Okay, Now, all of a sudden, this one problem has reared its ugly head into so many different aspects of our life. And it all really centers around the narrative that we have about it. Because if we had a narrative of, damn it, I'm going to do it because, you know what, I deserve it. We really truly exemplified that, we really truly believed that, then this wouldn't be as much of a problem, right? So then we kind of move down into this third one is what are the emotions that you associate with it? Well, 50 pounds overweight, I want to lose 50 pounds. I don't feel like I'm good enough to do it. I don't feel like I deserve it. It makes me sad. It makes me anxious. It makes me angry at myself. I have guilt. I have shame. Okay, now we're starting to get honest with ourselves, right? So, as you can kind of see, if we kind of summarize all of that up and we put it into a ball, there's some type of energetic resistance. And I've got this here. This resistance is fueling the energy behind the sustainment of the problem. So this resistance is actually perpetrating in perpetual motion the stopping of you attaining what it is that you wanted. When we can let go of this resistance, whatever this may be, and this is going to be different for everybody, but it all can kind of be summarized very simply in not feeling safe, not feeling loved, not feeling good enough, etc. Okay, at its baseline level as we strip everything away. And if we can find a way to strip that away and move that shit out of our way, then there's no resistance. So I know this can kind of seem more like a psychological standpoint, but that is exactly what it's meant to be. Because I have found through trial and error, not only with myself, but also with coaching hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of people over the last 18 years, that this resistance is really what is preventing us from getting what it is that we want. I mean, it's really us providing the resistance. Nothing else. Now, there are circumstances that may have happened in your life that were not your fault, but yet it doesn't have to be your fault to be your responsibility. And we'll say that again, and this may hurt, this may sting. It doesn't have to be your fault to be your responsibility. The moment we take responsibility 100% over our entire life, that it is not dependent upon anything or anyone other than us, is the moment we take back control and that we can eliminate some of this resistance in order for us to get where we want to be. So it really all centers around acknowledgement and acceptance. Acknowledging the fact that we've got something that is preventing us from doing it, accepting it is for what it is, and then the last thing I would probably add here is taking full 100% responsibility for it. I pride myself on being able to help eliminate, or dissolve some of these things from people. I don't provide solutions. I'm not a solution person. Unfortunately, the solution all lies within you. It all lies within me. From a coaching standpoint, we can help pull back the trees so that you can see the mountain, you can see the ocean, you can see the real, authentic version of yourself and the best version of yourself, so that you ultimately can get the things that you truly want. And what you'll realize is there was nothing wrong with you ever to begin with. You don't really have problems. You just have shit that's in your way from you seeing the beauty that is in you. And if anything in this video struck you, say, ooh, that's interesting. I want to have more of a conversation about that. I welcome it. I welcome all the conversations. Drop a comment in the comment section. Message me directly. I'd love to have a phone call with you. I'd love to have a Zoom call with you, whatever your preferred method is. And we can dive deeper into these, and potentially maybe we can work together. So, hashtag value in the comment section if you found value in this video. Buff Gandhi. I'm out.